we know that Marvel Studios is in active development on a Vision-centric spin-off that would simply be called Vision Quest, in line with the recent comic book series. And now we're hearing that it's going to introduce a pretty big character to the MCU that's going to have major impact and implications on future iterations of the Young Avengers. So according to multiple reports, the upcoming Vision Quest series on Disney Plus will introduce us to the character of Viv, who is one of the missing children that, was missing in WandaVision. Well, okay, to be fair, she was rumored to appear in that, but it was never confirmed, so I guess technically she wasn't missing. But yeah, it looks like that's going to be rectified in the upcoming Disney Plus series. So while rumors are still very much in the early stages of what's going on, people should take note of Viv, or Viv Vision, as is her official name, being a more recent character who only showed up, I believe, in 2015. It's been a while since I read that series. Either way, though, absolutely amazing character. I love the entire series, so it'll be interesting to see what exactly they do with the character and the whole family element. But one of the things that we're hearing is that essentially this will pick up right after Vision takes off and wherever he ends up, and it will focus primarily on him having a brand new family. Now, Viv is more or less a direct creation by Vision. He wanted to create a family after trying to find himself in Marvel Comics for a while. He ends up having a new wife. It's not Wanda, and I assume in the MCU they might play around with that. So in the comics, it's the character of Virginia, and once the family's created, they live in a suburb and all that, and it's a pretty interesting comic, one of the best recent Marvel comics by all those who have read it. It's really amazing, and I suggest you seek it out if you have any interest in anything I'm saying. But from what we're hearing here is that they're going to put a spin on this, where Viv could potentially be based on the loss and the memories he has of the life he spent with Wanda, and trying to build up a new home and live his own life, moving on because she's gone. And that this will impact the MCU in a pretty big way, because Viv, among possibly having a twin brother and all that, would be in the Young Avengers that they're setting up in the MCU. Which honestly all tracks, because we know the Young Avengers are coming, and obviously they already introduced the twins in the other series, but this would be more of a way to continue on a character like Vision, who, for all intents and purposes, is a direct offspring, but also another synthezoid that's been built off of his pursuit to be more human, which again ties this all the way back around to Ultron, when he was, first formed from the basis of Jarvis. So there's a long history here, and you can see how things could play out in a very good way going forward. And I think it's really interesting to see how they're trying to just exponentially grow the MCU so quickly with so many characters, and Viv being a more recent character gives them a lot of leeway and sort of a lot of room to reinterpret a new version of the character while still remaining somewhat faithful to what they did before, and it sounds like that's exactly what they're going to be doing. So I'm very interested. I really like the character. I love that entire run, and I can't wait to see how they handle this in the MCU and in live action.